Well, today is the last day of periods 1, 2, 3, and 4, and tomorrow is the last day of periods 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm Bill Snodgrass. Welcome to episode 85. This is going to be one of the kind of like a day in a life. I'm going to just go to school and see what happens, and you never know. So we had a garage not sale, and that's all the stuff that didn't sell. That's not all the stuff that didn't sell. That's some of the stuff that didn't sell. That's like that first load. So that's gonna happen at some point, as soon as possible, I hope. Anyway, gotta get to work. So I made it in, got my stuff set up, and got my tea, getting ready to get some Pop-Tarts. If you probably, I don't know if you noticed or not, but in the B-roll sequence where it's coming in the little walk through the room, all my wall stuff is down. And I had a student, we had the desks different for the exam, so I had a student, I said, just put them however the looks make sense to you. So they're totally different from the way I usually do it. And that means everyone that comes in the room today is going to complain. Not everyone. It amazes me how young people can be so set in their ways. They'll, you move the desks! Ah! It'll happen. And maybe not exactly that tone of voice, but there will be complaints because the desks are moved. I learned a long time ago, people like things, as much as people, they go, oh, I'm an innovator, I'm a changer, I'm a world shaker, I'm a change it upper thinger. Not everybody. It goes over there. Yeah. Temporary. Oh, about fell. All right. So this week, starting today, I've got all my grades. They've got to go into the gradebook program. So I got to take them out of the learning management system and put it into the gradebook program, which are different. What else? I got a whole checklist of things. I gotta sign up for a conference I'm going to this summer. What else? I gotta stop banging on the desk. Let's see. Got this thing. So, in Words with Friends started this thing where you can do streaks. You know, how many days in a row you've played with the same person. And I know that's part of Snapchat. So I got a little thought. You're gonna have to be pretty old. You're gonna have to be pretty old to get this. Like my age, maybe a little bit younger, but back in the day, back a long time ago, when I was a kid, you know that. Have the word streak. That wasn't the same as a streak now. If you remember back in the 70s and streaking was a completely different thing. I probably should get to work. I don't know what's gonna happen. I never do on these day in the life, but they usually always turn out. Well, my snack drawer, my lunch and snack drawer, yeah, it's empty. So I decided to come out and get something to eat. But I got a couple of things I want to talk about. Just kind of some. So I got a couple of screenshots to kind of show you. First, there's this extremely official award that I have received, and I want to encourage you all. There's a link down in the comments, so go check it out. Apparently, in the 55 and older science teacher vlogger category for Lowell, Indiana. It's just Lowell, Indiana. Yeah. So there's that. So check it out. Also got a new picture for my profile pages. Now this other thing, this popped up on. I was going through and I went to the home page on Instagram, and there it was in the photography list. It was like, these are photography videos you should watch. And there's my video. And I'm like, this makes me wonder. It makes me wonder, did they not know that I made that video? I made that video and they think I should watch it. I don't know what they're trying to tell me. Last thing, another screenshot. This is a comment that I received about someone wanting to be my music promoter. So I thought that was pretty cool that, they've got to be talking about Check My Bling or Take a Chance, because those are my two YouTube music videos. So apparently this guy is a music manager, and he has discovered the untapped potential of Bill Snodgrass, the EMD artist. So this is kind of cool deal. So that's what I got. Now I got to get in here. It is like 93 degrees, and I turned the Tahoe off. So it's getting really hot. It's probably making my thoughts the heat's probably accounting for these really crazy thoughts I'm having. All right, lunchtime. Yeah, gonna have the quarter cheese. They still ring that cowbell. It still freaks me out. So, those of you who are like watching this going, why can't I have McDonald's for lunch? Here's my answer. If you get a bachelor's degree and 3 graduate degrees, you can have fast food for lunch too. So, quick story, and then I'm gonna eat, and then got more paperwork to do. Guy this morning, he says, so it's a one-to-one school. We have laptops. Everybody has the technology. Everyone has a computer. And he says, hey, I'm not gonna be at school tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day. They're gonna give the computers back. Because I'm not gonna be at school tomorrow. What do I do with my computer? All right. We have a technology office. It's like right in the center of the school. It's got a window, help desk, everything like that. We have an attendance office where you get passes to come and go, and we have a front office we have a guidance office, we have a cafeteria, we have gyms, all this stuff. I looked at him, I said, take a guess. He goes, oh, I don't know, what should I do? I said, okay, here's what you do. And he did not appreciate this, and you probably won't either, but I did, and so I'm going to tell you. I said, what you do is, this guy in first period, I told him I would shout him out. He thought this was a good idea. I said, what you do is you take your computer to the cafeteria and go to the dish return window and put it on the conveyor belt. I don't even know if there is a conveyor belt, but I said this. Put it on the conveyor belt and let it run through the dishwasher. That'll clean your hard drive. I enjoyed it. He thought it was stupid. So you probably too. I'm gonna eat lunch. I got more paperwork to do. And after that, I got some more paperwork to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. End of segment. All right, I got one thought, and then so I'm sitting in the place I go sometimes in the building. They call it the science office. So I'm sitting in the science office. This guy walks in, one of the students. I actually never taught him. I just kind of know him from the hallways and stuff. And he goes, hey, Andreas, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And he goes, so what is this place? I said, this is the science office. And he goes, well, what does that mean? And I said, well, basically it means there's a copier. And he looks around and he goes, there's no cop here. I said, no, there's a copier right behind you. He turned around and he looked at the copier and he looks back and he goes, there is no cop here. Anyway, it was funny. All right, so here's the closing thought. Back to this, all this stuff. Almost, I don't know, half of this stuff was in the garage, and the other half was in closets and baskets and boxes and baskets and baskets. Clutter. A lot of times we don't make choices to get rid of things that we no longer need. We hold on to things that we don't need, and they just stack up and get in the way. And so it comes to the point where you need something and you don't have a place to put it. Hypothetically, let's say you get a job at a place where you have to wear a uniform, and your closet is full of stuff you don't need. There's nowhere to fit that in. Now here's that little shallow, serious thought. Our lives, the time that we have, we fill it up with stuff. Sometimes we fill it up with stuff that we don't need. And that gets in the way of things that we should be doing, or ought to be doing, or want to be doing. I talked to a student today about dreams and aspirations, and ultimately it was kind of not an excuse, but a barrier to that dream was, I don't have enough time. And that made me think, is like, we all have the same amount of time. I'm gonna talk about this in one of the success videos. We all have the same amount of time. It's how we choose to use it. And now, are we using our time on clutter, or are we using our time on the things that will ultimately lead us towards our goals and our dreams and things like that? Are we using our time on the people we love, or are we using our time on clutter? Are we snapping, tweeting, and Instagramming every minute of the day into these electronic devices to the extent that we no longer have time for the things that are important? So clutter in our garage, clutter in our closet, clutter in our day planner. We don't have day planners anymore. Clutter in our calendar. Clutter in our time schedule. Clutter. Is there clutter in our schedule that we need to throw away so that we can put into that slot stuff that is meaningful and stuff that moves us toward our goal? I gotta close. This is gonna be a 20-minute video. Here we go. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, send this to someone else. Please leave me a comment if you have any questions, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. I just stopped at this. I don't even know what this is. There's a park over there. I saw this young lady get out of the car, like she was, I don't know, like college age or something, and maybe not that old, I don't know. How can I tell anymore? I'm so old myself. But I looked at it and I was like, that looks like that outfit she's wearing. It was like this little really short skirt. It had like I think it's called a bustle inside the skirt. And really, she had stockings. I was like, that outfit, that looks like a tap dance outfit. What's the fashion world coming to? And except there's a dance studio right there. So it was a tap dancing outfit.